Alright, the Reds, it's the post-match pint from Hotel Tier on Anfield Road. Liverpool 0, Bayern Munich 0. The Champions League last 16. Not what we wanted. It was alright though. Damien Cavani, Kev Walsh, Gareth Roberts. We're going to have a chat about it. Damien, not despondent, not down. A little bit disappointed, but we march on, don't we?
I think you summed it up well. We're not despondent because one goal over there I think will be enough. I can't see them scoring 2 past us. I thought they were boss tonight by definition.
That's their first clean sheet of the year.
Yeah. But
he fucking worked for it as well.
Yeah, they did work for it. I think the first 5 minutes we came out the blocks great. And after that, it looked like 0-0 for the remaining 85 minutes. I think, I know a lot's been made of them not being at their best this season, but this is the big cup. They've got a lot of pedigree, they've got a lot of boss players, and if they haven't had the best season, they bring their A game here. They've been looking forward to this game for months.
You can tell that.
There's been a lot. Yeah, I think so. And I think that happens a lot in the big cup. You play a team and it's the equivalent to the FA Cup, only on a very much higher level.
The later rounds, isn't it?
Yeah,
that type of feel. And there's the later rounds, do you know what I mean? We're a game away from the quarter-finals of the European Cup. Yeah. Everyone's made up with the league title challenge, me more so than most. But quarter-finals of the European Cup, and you start thinking, your ass starts going when you start going to the match, first like tonight. And they come to Anfield tonight and they've played, as you said, they've been brilliant at what they've done, technically excellent.
All very good on the ball.
Not just that though, the shape when they didn't have the ball was fucking perfect from minute 1 to 95. They moved as a unit. And listen, as you said, they're a fucking boss team. At the back there, you've got Matt Hummels who, listen, he's better than any centre-half we got there. Only because Fabinho's a midfielder. But Sula alongside him as well was absolutely excellent. Serge Gnabry, unbelievable. But their whole team, including the goalie, how many times second half did you see the ball would go dead or slightly go out? And you turn around and we'd have a free kick and their goalie would have another ball going, oh fucking hell, someone threw this onto me. It's the little tiny things. But when you're looking for the 1%, which is what you're at in a big cup, you're exactly right. When you're playing against big teams, 1% makes the 1% difference. They could score a goal in the last minute next week, 0-0, and knock us out. I know you're doing that all game today. And Sula playing the way he played in there, Hummels I thought was excellent. Even Lewandowski, done a player of his pedigree. In England, you wouldn't expect him to do the running he's done and the fucking harrying. And he's a dog's body today. He wasn't a striker. Next week, he's probably being told, listen, do what you need to do today. Next week, you'll get your chance then.
Do the hard yards. I mean,
exactly. Do you work today?
The number of passes, in the final third, they blocked every pass off. They funneled back fantastic. The back four was there, and it was like they had another 5 in front. Particularly in the centre. Particularly in front of the penalty spot, didn't they? They really basically closed everything off and sacrificed the opportunity to go forward. It was fair play to them.
I was going to say it was mainly about containment, wasn't it, from them? But so they slightly edged possession, they have a bit more of the ball. But all of this said, we're giving them loads of credit to start this video. But Liverpool have at least 3 big chances in the first half that on another day should go in the back of the net.
And that's the joy of knockout football, isn't it? On another day. So normally you'd be despondent because you've lost 2 points. We haven't. We've come out of this 0-0. And next week, if we miss them same 3 chances again that we've had today, so the Salah one, sorry, not the Salah, the Mane one especially, the one.
Yeah, the Mane one was the big one, wasn't it?
It's an absolute sitter, really.
And he worked his socks off, by the way, didn't he? He was absolutely fucking.
But the thing is, he's not missing that next week. So they've had their day-to-day like that. And if they do consider us next week, or not next week, whenever we play them, fair play to them. But it's very unlikely that they're going to do that. And I think they've gambled now on saying, well, I think we can outscore them. So, fucking how would you fancy trying to outscore us? Especially when we'll have the big man back at the... When Van Dijk is at centre-half. He's a major player in world football, not just European football, and we've got him to come back into the team that already hasn't conceded there. I think they've gambled. Listen, it might work for them, but I wouldn't know that much.
Yes, right, any Van Dijk's back for the away leg, and look, again, we've given them loads of credit in terms of them being away from home.
We're going to be fair.
But they don't have a shot on target. I think just before we pressed record, we were saying their biggest chance is Matip's cockle that Alisson has to save. Other than that, there's nothing on target from them in 90 minutes.
No, there isn't, and that's a big thing, isn't it? They'll walk out of Anfield and say they didn't lay a glove on us. We feel the same way. They didn't lay a glove on us neither, so here we go again. It always comes back to this, doesn't it? I'm old enough to remember this happening against Bayern Munich. You're old enough to remember a lot of things. This happened against Bayern Munich, and it looked like, well, they had us. Now, they can't. I thought that was a defensive masterclass for them. You know, they retain the ball fantastically. But by definition, what I was saying before about the way they funneled back and they closed the angles, they had the lines together. Now, they're going to beat us. They're going to have to go for it on their own pitch. Exactly. Now, if they do that, it opens the space. And there's the bully gamble. I'm confident that we'll score as many goals as they. And okay, that's easy for me to say. I've had a couple of drinks. I'm a biased Liverpoolian, of course I am, but I didn't see anything that worried me by them offensively. And I also think we can do anything against anybody away from home. So fair play to them, and if they do beat us, I thought that you'll look back at that and say that's how you do it. But we're still in this, no question about it. We're still in this.
We go into this game, don't we, tonight? I think, you know, we did the Scouse thing of, we were like, we can have these and they're old and they're finished and not as good as they once were. But if everyone had a little thing at the back of the minds, it was Fabinho playing centre half, and yet he was the better of the centre half.
I said it yesterday on the show, and he proved me right today, that I thought Fabinho would be the lead centre half with Matip dropping in behind him. And I thought Fabinho tonight was absolute.
The tackle centre half, second half, in particular, that was brilliant.
That was an unbelievable tackle. But his whole game was led from front foot, reading the game, coming in. And listen, the biggest thing you can say is we probably didn't miss Van Dijk. Now, Matip, my feelings are well documented on him. He's fucking shite. He's not good enough. He is, listen, he's done okay tonight.
Get off that fence, Kev.
But their biggest chance tonight has come for
him.
And my point on that is it's not to slag him off again, because everyone knows what I think about him. My point is that if I was Lewandowski, I'd be saying to the manager, fucking hell, boss, let me play on him for at least half an hour tonight. Okay, I'll do the running for an hour. I'll give you the dog's body, playing the way we need to do. Turn every passing lane off for them, so it has to go across and across and across, and he can't get that attack. But just give me, if not half an hour, 20 minutes to sit on him and let me just turn him inside out. Because listen, Gnabry tried it later on in the game towards Robertson, and it worked for him because he's a good player.
Look good him, yeah.
He really did. Yeah, Robertson held done well, but a couple of times he had the better of Robbo. Fucking hell, if they'd done that with Lewandowski with Matip, I'd have been very, very surprised if he had scored.
A couple of points there, what you're talking about, I think you're spot on. About let's get in behind Matip, let's do him while we're away. The away goal will do. But I also think this is a reflection of how far Liverpool have come. Bayern will be acutely aware of how good Jurgen is. Liverpool have been like a tornado through everybody at home in the last number of home European games, and I think they were shite scared of that.
Of course,
So fair.
Well, you've seen what we've done to City, you've seen what we've done to Roma. They don't want to concede them goals. Now, that's what everyone's been saying. We'll go out and we'll attack them and we'll get them goals. And they've stopped that happening. But they've stopped that happening. And by the same token, they've stopped themselves from scoring. So now they've put it on a 50-50 shootout at home to Liverpool. Fucking hell, mate, if I was them, if I was one of their fans, I'd be thinking, yeah, good performance. But in the back of my mind, I'd be thinking, I don't fancy outscoring these in any game anyway. You know what I mean? Roma done it to us last year because we had our feet up, didn't we? We were over the going to
we weren't as good.
Over there, Liverpool are going to be absolutely on the metal from the minute one. And if we get one, you can see
I think the fear factor of the way where we are at the moment in European football is that Bayern have looked at it in the same way that Man City did when they came to Anfield and treated it like a European style league game. Is, you know, if we let one in, the floodgates can fucking open. If we can just keep it at 0-0 and sit back far enough and stop blocking at the front, but if we let one in, it could be a shitstorm. And I think that's how they looked at it today. So, like I say, they'll be happy, fair play to them, etc., etc. But I'm not downhearted. We can beat them. I think we can beat them over there. I don't think we'll lose over there. I think we'll score over there.
There's not going to be a game where it's a shootout that you're not going to look forward to. Just Liverpool. With them front three, with the midfield that we've got. Like tonight, Wijnaldum I thought played excellently. And he was the furthest man forward. We were discussing off there a couple of times where his last little pass was probably half a yard short or just slightly misplaced. He's only got to get one of them through, and you put any of our front three through, apparently besides Mane, but they fucking score it, don't they? So in the away leg, they've got to worry about attacking us, and also they've got the double jeopardy of, well, if we do let them come at us and get the first goal, they start, it's no way, that away goals rule, it plays heavy on anyone's mind. I don't care.
It can do, yeah, it can overdo it.
If you can see the first goal, it does. At 0-0, you don't think, I don't think, but the second that you do concede, it ruins your whole game, mate.
I've got to say, I thought it was first goal. Like I said before, after 5 minutes, it looked like 0-0 all day and all night. I'm wrong as often as I'm right. I also thought it was first goal to win it. But I thought they were cute in the first half. I thought they had a front three, and their front three was wider than ours, and they were getting in behind our full-backs. And it was making Trent look very uncomfortable. And how often have you seen Andy Robbo look that uncomfortable?
Little bits in the first half.
There was, yeah, but also because how wide they'd stretches now, they were trying to get in behind us. So at half time, like we've had this conversation, we've sorted it out. The goalies, I don't know what the pair of them are on it, weren't they? Yeah. Who's got the biggest cock? Who's going to make the biggest cock? That's how it was, wasn't it?
You say that, but the one Alisson did with when he was Arsenal, he did fuck it up slightly, but then he gave the outside of the pass ball to Matip. And listen, I know it sounds like I'm slagging him off all the time, and it's because I am slagging him off all the time. Yeah. But fucking hell, when your goalie has just gone away with one, you don't take a touch and then start trying to play it round, whoever it was. You fucking get rid of it, and he put us back under the pressure then. Listen, I'm not here to slag him because we're all about being positive. But fucking hell, he puts us under more pressure than anyone else on the pitch. He plays for us.
Well, pushing the positives, you've both mentioned midfield at different times, but neither of you has mentioned Keita or Henderson.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned him. Yeah. I thought Naby's really got his confidence there. In almost a thing where I said, well, okay, I played all right, so I've let myself down a little bit. This is the way it looked to me from the corner flag in the cop. And he just looked at these and thought, I fucking played against these before. And he was playing angry, and he was getting every tackle in, he was chasing, and it was almost as if every 5 minutes in the first half he was climbing the ladder, wasn't he? He ran himself out. Fair play.
You can see what he's about now, don't
I think so. I really think so, yeah. I thought Henderson was fantastic as well.
Henderson was a captain's performance, I thought.
Well, as we discussed off here, I was singing a song.
Sing your song, Kev, go on.
He got his own song sung, the Jordan Henderson song, and I've got another song for him. But anyone who wants to catch me, see me in the Stanley when I'm Beverly, I'll give you that one. Nah, but he was excellent, and it was the first time for fucking 2 or 3. In fact, it was the first time I can remember him getting his name sung since 2013-14, when it was the Jordan Henderson song that got it. And I thought he was absolutely brilliant. He was all over the pitch. I thought, as you said with Keita, he looks like, you look at him now and you think, if as he's been subbed, he must be thinking, oh fucking hell, when I play these in a few weeks' time, mate, I am one of that views on
I think you're right there. I think you're spot on there. I think he's been hoping to hit the ground running. It hasn't quite happened for him. But the last couple of games, and then again, maybe it's like a bit fortunate really in the fact that I've played against Bayern before, I've played Boss against Bayern before. Who the fuck am I scared of? And by the way, Bayern are better than most of the teams I play against anyway every week.
100%,
you could see the confidence gain, and every tackle he won, and every time he was going forward, his passing wasn't quite good enough. I thought he was a 10 for effort. Maybe 7 or 8 or something for quality.
I think
do you know what I mean?
But the quality shout though, you can't only work the fact that because they worked so hard to cut them passing lanes.
Yeah, they did.
The same with Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum didn't only miss a pass going forward today. A couple of his passes were just an inch short or half an inch the wrong way. And the thing with that is, you get away with that against Bournemouth because they don't cut the passing lanes off the way Bayern Munich. They just play Bayern Munich, do you know what I mean? They make, to score against them, you put the ball in a perfect position. If you don't put it in a perfect position, it doesn't go through. By the same token, they've had the same battle against us, and that's why they definitely the glove on us going forward.
Yeah.
So, listen, I thought it was good today.
It's a classic chess match of a European game at the highest level, and here we are.
It was a boss game. It developed, as you said, though, Cav, it developed into the game it was going to be very early on.
I thought
I said I thought it'd be a shootout because I just thought their defence was weakened, our defence was weakened. So your natural instinct, I thought, well, let's go and try and score the goals. I thought we'd go out, like as I said yesterday, I thought it'd be more of a Roma, more of a Man City game last year than a PSG this year. But it turned out very, very quickly, as you said, to be. Nah, these have got a lot of quality. We've got a lot of quality. I think we were in the ascendancy, in my opinion. I think we had all the best.
No question.
But as we said there, it's Bayern Munich. We're talking about the European Cup. You don't get easy chances against
probably them. Wasn't. I mean, if we're being critical, probably wasn't enough second half. There's not really.
No, there wasn't. I don't think there was enough movement or aggression.
You just mentioned Keita comes off because he's blowing himself out a little bit. Little shout from Milner, comes on first, touch, smashes one of their players.
What more can you want?
What
a guy! You know, what can you say about him? He's absolutely fucking
I thought he was excellent when he come on.
Do you think he's starting at United, by the way?
Yes, but the midfield is, you'd say Keita's going to stay in there, wouldn't you? For me, I'd leave him in there because I think he's playing something to form.
Unless you're looking to go solid, and that's why you go Milner.
But then you think
Milner's started Old Trafford.
But then you're saying you're back to Henderson, Wijnaldum, Milner, and that, although it has been in the past, our most solid midfield has not had a lot of success of late. So listen, it hits all the right notes theoretically, but then in the game, it often doesn't. So I don't know. I think Kite is very unlucky.
If we're talking about the next game, a lot of it might have a lot to do with Jürgen's decision. Might be made of the fact that he's Manchester have got a couple of players missing, and how he expects them to play.
If you can kill Pogba, I think kill them, can't we? That's the thing.
In an ideal world, Jürgen knows who his goalie is and who his back four is and who his forward three is, and he likes to fiddle about game by game with the midfield. Milner started Old Trafford for me.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a big surprise, but if he does start, then what I would say is I think it'll be Keita who makes one.
Probably, yeah.
Because he'll go to the side and trust.
We shall see. Listen, this has been the post-match pints from Hotel T at Anfield Road. 0-0 against Bayern Munich. Liverpool live on, Liverpool keep going, Liverpool are going to go too, come on, and we're going to swat the Manx at the weekend.
See you in the quarter-final, boys.
Right over here, just over here right now, there is a post-match podcast being recorded. I'd urge you to have a go at that. It's a different set of people, obviously, we're not over there, we're here. So go and listen to that. If you don't subscribe to the Anfield Wrap already, go to the Anfield Wrap. /subscribe, £5 a month, have a go, it's a great time to get involved. The Reds are going for the title, the Reds are going for the Champions League. It's not every season we can say this in February, is it? So nice one to Cav, nice one to Walshy, up the fucking Reds.
Up the Reds.